EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for May 22nd, 2023. It is Monday, back to work, and the Monday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Kinsley's is the world's largest ShopRite, and the ShopRite logo means they're all about food, they're all about savings, and they're all about you. And they have a lot more than just food to offer. They also are your go-to for spring and summer favorites to spruce up your patio. They have grills, gazebos, patio sets, and umbrellas, as well as Adirondack chairs in all colors of the rainbow. They also have hanging baskets, plants, and mulch to revitalize your garden. So stop by the world's largest ShopRite for all of your spring beautification supplies. They are Kinsley's ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecasts. Okay, so quick overview here, because everybody's worried about Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to get into that, okay? I'm going to get into that every single day. I'm going to give you a comprehensive update every single day. So on social media, and I may mention this on Twitter last night, I will not be answering questions about what I think, okay? Because it's a very complex setup here at the end of the week, and it's not going to be something that I can sit here and say, this is what's going to happen until we get a little bit further along in the week. Once we get to about Wednesday, probably more likely Thursday, I'll have a better idea. But until then, it's just following trends, okay? A lot of doom and gloom scenarios are out there with, a cutoff upper level low. That is possible, but that could be over a couple of days. And we've had our share of those over the last, I'd say 3 of the last 4 years. We've had something like that over Memorial Day weekend. So it's not like it's unheard of. But we'll start off the week today with sunny to partly cloudy skies. There is an opportunity that I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets a stray shower this afternoon, quick, brief shower. Not entirely impossible. We have a weak disturbance moving through the region, but it's going to lead to mainly partly cloudy skies during the afternoon. I don't think much in the way of precipitation, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets a quick shower today. But otherwise, we're going to be in the upper 70s today, middle 70s here on Tuesday with intervals in clouds and sun. Now, I started this off here today with this. This is this morning. See this high pressure that's sitting right here? I'm going to circle it just so you can see it. There's a high pressure that's sitting here at this moment. Because of the position of this high pressure, winds are going to be coming in from the northeast around that high pressure, and that's going to start off that way. But once we get through the day, this high is going to push off to the east, which is going to wind direction in directly east from the ocean. So that means that the eastern areas, right along the coast, are not going to be as warm as the interior locations today. And that has been a recurring theme. That's what happens in late spring. You have that a lot, okay? It's just time of year. And if you live down near the shore points, you understand how that works. But there's an easterly component. The water, of course, is cooler than the air temperature, so you get a little bit of that influence off of the ocean, and it lowers temperatures right along the coast. So there, we're expecting in the next couple of days to be cooler than the rest of the region. So today, when I say I have this temperature spread of 72 to 80, 72 is going to be along the coast. Tomorrow, the 68 to 75, 68 is going to be along the coast. It's going to be the same deal we're dealing with here on Tuesday. But Tuesday is also intervals of clouds and sun. And then the high moves off to the east. Winds turn to the southwest here on Wednesday. We have a cold front that's going to be approaching that will come through late in the day or more likely the evening. But ahead of that, you're going to have winds turning in from the southwest. So that's going to have temperatures on either side of 80 degrees here, it looks like, here for Wednesday. So it's going to be a warm day here on Wednesday ahead of this frontal boundary, which comes through in the evening or overnight. There could be a brief shower with this as this goes through. Just a very thin line of showers that might run through the parts of the region, most notably in our northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey regions, will have the best shot at that. And then after that's when we get a little bit murky. And it's not really Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday, I think are going to be dry days. So if you want to count the Memorial Day weekend as starting on Friday, going through Monday, that 4-day weekend, which some of you celebrate that way, Friday still looks okay. It is going to turn cooler behind this front. There's going to be a little bit of a mini trough moving into the region here at the end of the week. So we're mostly sunny Thursday, but temperatures are going to be either side of 70 degrees, which is technically slightly below average for this time of year. And then Friday, we're in the lower 70s, not much different there. Now, this is the European model. I'm going to show you first. This is what ran today. And you'll notice a couple things here. There's two features. One, there's an upper level low that's sitting in the wake of that front that's sitting over far northern New England, okay? You also have a surface low that's down here to the south. So what the European model is going to do is it's going to try to retrograde this upper level low in this direction to the southwest by a good 400 or 500 miles, which is going to draw in some moisture from the southeastern United States and draw it northward, okay? This has been a scenario that's been shown on several different models over the last couple of days. It has it. It doesn't have it. It has it. It doesn't have it. It's back and forth. And I'm not just talking about model-to-model differences. I'm talking about a singular model that one run shows one thing and the next run it's completely dry and there's nothing. So models are having a very hard time with this. So when we get into the Memorial Day weekend and you're looking at your app forecasts, they're going to be completely useless because it goes by verbatim to what the models are forecasting for that 6-hour period. So if it's different from 1 hour to the, you can literally look at your app at, say, noon, okay, and it'll show one thing, and then you come back at 6 o'clock in the evening around dinner time to show your wife, hey, yeah, look, it says it's going to rain. Whoa, it says it was going to rain. Now it's not going to rain. Well, that's what it's going to do. It's going to go back and forth because the models are constantly changing. And the reason for that is because of this upper level low, and the models have a very hard time with the physics part of it to be able to deal with the evolution of an upper level low and where it goes and what it does. Okay, it kind of has a mind of its own. So we have to watch this throughout the week, and it's just something we're following trends, and that's it. But here's what the European model did. It does draw in, as this low retrogrades to the southwest, draw in some precipitation. In this particular instance, it has our shore points getting into the region, getting some showers into the region here on Saturday or Friday night into Saturday, and the rest of us get involved here on Sunday and even part of Monday before this pulls away. It's not a lot of rain, but it doesn't need to be. If you're going to have some outside outdoor parties or anything like that you have scheduled over Memorial Day weekend, like a lot of people do, like I do, this is not a good thing, okay? You're not looking at rain as being a positive here unless you're a farmer or into agriculture and you need the rain. That's a different story altogether. You don't care when you get it, right? But as far as Memorial Day weekend and any parties or outdoor activities you have going on, which most of us have going on, this is not a good scenario here for Sunday and Monday here on the European model, okay? And it does draw that moisture north, and it's because of that upper level low drawing it to the north. Here's a GFS that ran this earlier yesterday, I should say. This is the 12Z run on Sunday. Look where this upper level low is. You can see where the blues are up here. This is where it is. All this moisture along the southeastern United States is then can be drawn northward because this retrogrades way to the southwest, okay? And again, this is another one of those late Saturday, Sunday, Monday deals. This would be an ugly scenario, not only with rain, but also with cooler temperatures. Remember the Memorial Day weekend I've been talking about, in the long range outlook I did Friday. Last week we were making mention of that. It looked like it was going to be warmer than average, even if slightly. It was going to be like 80 to 85 every single day. If this upper level low is here, it's not going to be. That's not going to be the case at all. Okay, but this is the 12Z run. So this runs in the morning on Sunday, and it shows this scenario here with this sitting and spinning over the region, and it's got showers all the way through Monday night. Okay, so it'll be a wash from later Saturday through Monday. Okay. Now, if I pull this ahead to the 18Z run, which runs 6 hours later, this is the same exact model, trying to project for that same time period. Here's Thursday, here's Friday, here's Saturday, here's Sunday, here's Monday. It has absolutely nothing. So if you're going to try to forecast what's going to happen with this, good luck, okay? Because it's just something we're out to follow throughout the week. It's going to keep changing, bouncing back and forth. Do we have rain? Do we not have rain? Do we only have it on certain days and not others? That's something we're going to have. Those are the questions we're going to have answered throughout the week, okay? So this is just something you need to continue to follow with us throughout the week and see where this goes. From an upper level standpoint, here's the 12Z GFS, and here's that upper level, or here's that cold front coming through, and there's an upper level low that's sitting over northern New England, while the southeastern United States has that moisture there, and it retrogrades off to the southwest and then kind of sits and spins, and that's why you have all that rain during that period between later Saturday through Monday, okay? And it just lingers, right? I'm going to go back a little bit here now, move it to the 18Z run and see what changed. Well, a lot changed, okay? A lot. Upper level low is still up here, but it separates between these two. See, it separates, and this kind of just juts off to the east, and this cuts off instead over the southeastern United States and sits and spins. And because of that, we have ridging building over the top, and temperatures between the temperature difference is astounding. If you look at the 12Z GFS temperatures, and then you went to the 18Z, they're about 20 degrees apart. And the reason is ridging is able to build over the top now because you don't have that connection between that upper level low over the northeast and the upper level low in the southeast. If you have no connection there, it's going to be warm and it's going to be dry. Okay, so we just don't know what's going to exactly happen yet. The ensembles are no help. They're kind of split and leaning towards drier, but I don't want to go there yet. Just again, this is something we have to follow throughout the week and see what happens. This does eventually bring something in here as we get into the middle of next week, but at that time, Memorial Day weekend's over. I don't care, right? We need rain. If it happens in the middle of the week, so be it, right? So we'll just have to continue to follow this throughout the week and see what happens. I just don't want you to believe doom and gloom forecast, and at the same time, I don't want you to let your guard down thinking that it's going to be completely dry, because that could be wrong too. Okay? So we'll follow this throughout the week, give you a comprehensive update every single day so you know what to expect. Once we get later into the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, we'll start getting into timing, if applicable, meaning if it's actually going to hit. We will let you know what the timing of that, the impacts, when you can plan around this, because it's a very important weekend. I understand that, and we'll certainly guide you throughout the week. But again, on social media, I'm not going to be answering your question where my gut feeling is or where this is trending or anything like that. I'm just going to link you to the video. That's it, because that's the only thing I can do throughout this week is just continue to follow this and give you the latest information I have each and every single day leading up to the holiday weekend, which I will do. Okay, so just letting you know how it's going to work out. But again, it's one of those situations where the upper level low has the models have a very hard time with the physics of figuring out exactly where it's going to be and the placement of these features, and that's going to determine eventually what happens with our weekend. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for May 22nd, 2023. Have a great Monday.